Princess Elisabeth of Hesse and Bahrain, later Grand Duchess Elisabeth Feodorovna of Russia, canonized as Holy Martyr Elisabeth Feodorovna the 1st of November 1864 to the 18th of July 1918, was a German Hessian and Rhenish princess of the House of Hesse-Darmstadt, the second child of Ludwig IV, Grand Duke of Hesse and Bahrain, and Princess Alice, and the granddaughter of Queen Victoria and an older sister of Alexandra, the last Russian empress. Many historians and contemporaries regarded Elisabeth as one of the most beautiful women in Europe at the time, describing her as charming and accommodating. Prince Wilhelm of Prussia, Elisabeth's cousin, fell in love with her when she was a young woman. He proposed to Elisabeth, but she declined. Wilhelm's first cousin, Frederick II, Grand Duke of Baden, proposed to Elisabeth. When Elisabeth refused to marry him, Queen Victoria deeply regretted it. Empress Augusta, Frederick's grandmother, was so enraged by Elisabeth's rejection of Frederick that it took her some time to forgive Elisabeth. On June 15, 1884, Sergei and Elisabeth were married in St. Petersburg's Winter Palace Chapel. After Elisabeth converted to Russian Orthodoxy, she adopted the name Elisaveta Feodorovna. Tsarevich Nicholas, the 16-year-old nephew of Sergei, first encountered Alex, the youngest sister of Elisabeth, who would become his wife. On June 15, 1904, the Grand Duchess Elisabeth Feodorovna celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary by receiving this exquisite amethyst brooch. Her husband, Grand Duke Sergei Alexandrovich of Russia, ordered the brooch from Fabergé. A single row of rose-cut diamonds set in silver surrounds the stunning and remarkably flat Siberian amethyst, which is set in gold and supported by a golden gallery of pierced hearts. The brooch is topped with the Roman numeral 20 with a crown and in numerals. Elisabeth Feodorovna's Grand Duchess initials in Cyrillic flank both sides. The history of the Grand Duchess Elisabeth Feodorovna's Emerald Parure. On the 4th of June, 1884, Elisabeth of Hesse-Darmstadt, affectionately known as Ella, received this impressive emerald tiara, which was accompanied by a complete set of emerald jewelry, for her wedding to Grand Duke Sergei Alexandrovich. Sergei was Tsar Alexander II's second youngest son by his first wife, Tsarina Maria Alexandrovna of Russia, born Princess Marie of Hesse-Darmstadt. When Maria Alexandrovna died, she left her personal jewelry to her 6 surviving children, and Grand Duke Sergei is said to have inherited his mother's emeralds. He gave them to his young bride as a wedding present 4 years later. Grand Duchess Marie Pavlovna, who later became a Swedish princess, may have received the diamond-set Fabergé necklace that Grand Duchess Elisabeth Feodorovna is wearing. Grand Duke Dmitry Pavlovich and his sister Grand Duchess Maria were raised by Ella and her husband, Grand Duke Sergei Alexandrovich of Russia, when their mother passed away while giving birth to Dmitry. One of the few enormous Fabergé gems that have survived, the necklace is composed of gold, diamonds, and platinum. To commemorate the crowning of the imperial couple in 1896, the Grand Duchess Elisabeth Feodorovna, sister of Empress Alexandra of Russia, received the diamond brooch in the style of a crown studded with 2 huge cushion-shaped diamonds, each weighing over 15 carats. The brooch was one of around 6 created by Fabergé for the most important Grand Duchesses on this occasion. The identical jewel was given in bigger sizes to the Tsarina and Dowager Empress. The aquamarine and diamond parure was given to her brother, Grand Duke Ernst Ludwig of Hesse-Darmstadt. Following that, the Grand Duke's younger son, Prince Ludwig of Hesse, inherited the parure, which was later given to his first cousin twice removed, Her Highness Princess Dorothea of Hesse, on the occasion of her wedding on April 1, 1959. On October 10, 1996, she sold the parure at auction through Sotheby's London. The Grand Duchess Elisabeth Feodorovna was famous for her jewellery, particularly emeralds. Her emeralds included a large garland with tassels to be worn below her décolleté. This piece of jewellery was sold by the Grand Duchess, also known as Ella, in 1905, when she sold all of her jewellery to become the founder of a convent. The corsage ornament appears to have been purchased by Sultan Abdul al-Hamid and then resold later in 1911. The highly flexible devant de corsage or garland of diamond chains and tassels is mounted in silver and gold and set with 3 larger and 9 smaller emerald cabochons, as well as 31 drop-shaped emerald cabochons. The 3 ornaments on top of the corsage with an ornate diamond surround have brooch fittings and can be worn separately as brooches as well.